Hello everyone and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. It is Monday, October 20th, 2025, and it's been a real runaround kind of Monday. So it feels appropriate that I'm going to try and race through this Monday crossword as I do typically on Mondays. Today's construction is by Adam Aronson, who's contributed quite a few puzzles to the New York Times Daily Crosswords. And we're expecting a relatively straightforward, with maybe a fun theme going on here. So here's the puzzle for Monday, October 20th. Let's get solving. Apple tablet and iPad facing the pitcher. At bat, maybe. Time to blow out the candles on a cake informally. Your B-day, maybe. Informal eatery, a cafe. Thanks in France, merci. A singer Guthrie is Arlo Guthrie. Says 2 plus 2 equals 5, for example. Forget the name. This is probably a reference to 1984. Maybe. Wedding cake figurine. Bride or groom. Let's see. A shade of yellow will be amber, so I'm guessing bride. Last language alphabetically on Google Translate. I don't know. Zulu, maybe? Does this work? C12 down. With 13 down, all you can eat. A restaurant, come on. That's a funny way of putting that. Marketplace with stalls is going to be a bazaar. Occasion for a percussionist to shine. A drum solo, I guess. Percussionist and drummer, not quite the same thing, but I'll forgive them. More abrupt in language, terser. Hire to the team, bring on. Brand with the aptly titled debut album High Voltage, AC/DC. Stratum is a tier, another word for a tier, usually heard in its plural, strata. What covers the North Pole? Ice cap, maybe? End of some sentences. Pauses? I'm not sure what we want there. Having a certain natural hairstyle. Afro? I'm not sure what the adjective form of afro is. Furniture piece for a talk show host, probably a desk. Says 2 plus 2 equals 5. Not a reference to 1984. You're just wrong. Milkshake flavor made with Oreos, cookies, and cream. Also an ice cream flavor would have been, I feel, a little bit more, Anyway, that's fine. The A of IPA is a ale, India Pale Ale. End of some sentences, parole, those kinds of sentences. Accelerator or brake are pedals. You knew it's home, an igloo, at least sometimes. An arcing tennis shot, a lob. Comic actress Ali Wong. Untuneful trumpet sound, a blat. Not sure what they're after there. Music genre that Joan Jett loves, rock and roll. I think that's a part of a song title or lyric. Time unit, aptly hidden in paleontology as an eon. Welcome sites for thirsty people in deserts, the plural here, oases. Difficult, tiring work, a slog probably. Lavatory in Liverpool is a loo. University in North Carolina is Elon. Listing on the Billboard Hot 100, a hit song maybe. Unit of flour, this doesn't look right. A pop song maybe then, because this looks like a cup of flour probably. Member of a convent, a nun. Door handle is a knob. My man, boo maybe. Crosstown rivals of the Cubbies, the Sox, the White Sox as opposed to the Chicago Cubs. News media, I don't know. Bonus is extra. News media, I don't see that. Fodder for Jeopardy. Trivia, also crosswords. Alludes to, not sure. Not interrupted by commercials or shortened like the middle words of. Not sure what they're after there. Color that means stop, red usually. Head over heels. Michelin product as a tire. Alludes to, refers to. Make simpler, to ease. Do, re, or mi are all notes. Pasta often filled with ricotta, ravioli, or maybe raviolo. Hospital area with IVs, operating rooms, maybe. Plays a part in a play. Play a part in a play. Act. So maybe this is ICU, a hospital area with IVs. So act. Lacking much thought. Water in Oaxaca is agua, maybe? 50 years for Bilbo Baggins and the Hobbit, his age. Filmmaker, oh, what is his name? Miyazaki, Haruo. Ah, shoot, should know this. Aforementioned, I don't know. Decision-making consideration, neither here nor there. Two-part steakhouse entree, surf and turf. So lacking much thought is rash, as in a decision. Decision-making consideration, I still don't know that. Aforementioned, windpipe, your trachea. Questions, asks. That doesn't look right. Questions, don't know. Only black key in a G major scale is F sharp, at least on the keyboard. Jumps could be leaps. Message often accompanied by an exclamation point in a triangle. Alert, maybe? Ties that are hard to untie. Knots? Maybe it is asks after all. News media. Still don't see that one. Super uptight. Anal. Mandarin hello is ni hao. Bit of bathroom decor may be tile. Some scented stickers, scratch and sniff. I see what the theme's going for. I'll tell you afterwards. Factor, a decision-making consideration. Sorority's counterpart in brief, a frat. It goes around every year. I don't know. Short blank, short rib, a beef cut. Chauffeured vehicle, a limo. Fly? I don't get that. Flu. Oh, the flu goes around every year. Alternative to a lift is an Uber. Very same. Oh, the aforementioned, the very same. Hayao Miyazaki. What did I get wrong? Must have mistyped or misspelled something here. Oh, the press. My man is bro, not boo. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the theme. So the not interrupted by commercials is ad-free, or shortened like the middle words of 20, 30, 48, and 60 across. The middle words should be and in each of these clues, but it is ad-free, meaning it is free of the letters A and D. The letters A and D have been taken out of the word and to leave simply the N as the abbreviation. In each of these, a milkshake flavor made with Oreos, cookies, and cream. Music genre, rock and roll. The two-part steakhouse entree, surf and turf. And like some scented stickers are scratch and sniff. So that's a pretty fun theme. I would not have thought to associate this phrase, ad-free, with the fact that the A and D are missing from the middles of these words, but cool, that works out. Some things that were a little weird or tricky in here. I've not heard afroed as an adjective, but sure. This was pretty tricky, I'd say, for a Monday to not have a period here, end of some sentences. Sorry, to not have a question mark at the end of this clue to signify that there was wordplay on sentences. Pretty tricky. This is more of a midweek clue, I feel like. What else? This also a little bit obscure for a Monday, maybe. Stratum not really in common usage in English, so you'd really have to know what that means. This is a fun paired, sort of two-part entry with one sort of clue there. At 12 and 13 down for all you can eat. I'm glad I read correctly that this was plural here, or I might have been a little stuck there. Listing on the Billboard Hot 100, a little bit weird for this to be pop song. I mean, I guess they are all pop songs, but could be any genre, really. Blat is weird for an untuneful trumpet sound. I mean, that's what I would call it too, but wouldn't have considered that as a sort of a proper word to put in a crossword grid. This is a good bit of misdirection. Says 2 + 2 = 5, for example. Definitely led me down the wrong road there. And this one had me at the end. This one I thought my man was going to be boo, but wrong sort of tone that I interpreted from. This is just another example of tone in writing being famously difficult to interpret. Yeah, and then what else here? I mean, the reveal clue itself, not the most intuitive, I would say, but did get there in the end. I think, and I'm annoyed at myself for not immediately knowing Hayao Miyazaki, famous Japanese filmmaker, and frequent collaborated with Joe Hisaishi, whose music is excellent also. Okay, so that's basically it for today's puzzle. A good, solid Monday, maybe on the trickier side, cluing-wise anyway, from Adam Aronson. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that solve. If you did, give it a like. If you want to know when I'm posting the next one, do hit that subscribe button to get all your notifications. And we'll see you the next time on the next solve on Crosshatch Puzzles. Take care.